Up until now, they said it's going to be a lottery. Now they're saying, well, now we want to change the way we allocate H1Bs by salary level.
What happened, like White House approved it, what does that mean?
They're doing it in a way that's a little bit more lawsuit proof because they're going through the right process. Obviously, they're trying to make them effective by the next year's lottery. That's what they're planning. We don't know what kind of wages are considered high, what's not considered high. So what we're saying are only the companies that pay the top salaries are going to get H1Bs.
If that gets approved, then basically the lottery selection just gets cancelled out.
So what happens is what they want to do is they want to create a system where they're giving first come, first serve H1Bs to the highest salary.
Samir, you're back. We are going to talk about the H1B new salary rule, I guess we're calling it. And I know something got approved and people are thinking that means that's a final rule, but we don't even know what the rule is. So can you first, let's start with the intro and then we can discuss more about like what's going on.
Yeah, I'm back. I know you're so happy to see me, Yudi. Hi, everyone. My name is Samir. I'm an immigration lawyer in Silicon Valley. And I feel like every week there's something new to talk about, new and exciting to talk about.
Anyway, let's start with what's going on. What has happened so far? What happened? Like White House approved it. What does that mean? And what's the next steps look like?
So what's basically happening here is, we have three branches of the government, right? You're going to have to study this when you become a citizen, okay? But the whole checks and balances, we have the legislative branch that makes rules, right? We have the judicial branch which interprets rules, the judges, and then we have the executive branch, the president and everybody who reports into the president, who executes on rules, okay? So one of the things the executive branch can do is to create regulations that interpret how they're supposed to go about executing on rules. So that's what this is, right? They've created a set, they haven't showed it to us yet, but they've created a set of regulations that are saying how they're going to execute determining, who gets an H1B every year, right? Up until now, they said it's going to be a lottery. Now they're saying, well, now we want to change the way we allocate H1Bs by salary level, right? As opposed to a lottery. And how is that going to work? We're not quite sure because we haven't seen the rule yet. But that's basically what's happening.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is something they had tried last time as well, which got lawsuit and got denied, basically.
So they tried it in a much kind of more hastily, which is the right word here, hastily fashion, last time, as they've done with many other things. In fact, they tried a lot of things in the last administration, and they got called on it in court, and they lost those lawsuits. So now they've had 5 years to fine tune their plan and come up with a kind of more effective way to carry out the same policy initiative that they had last time, right? So yeah, this is a version of what they were trying last year. They're doing it in a way that's a little bit more lawsuit proof because they're going through the right process. Okay. So what's going to happen now? The White House initially, they've approved like the budgetary aspects of the rule, right? So now they're gonna publish the regulations, okay, and invite. So they're going to give everybody notice of the regulations. Then they're going to invite comments from the general public. This is part of the rulemaking process, right? Or the regulation making process. So that generally takes about 2 months. Okay. Then they get all the comments, and then they look at all the comments. They're supposed to factor in all the comments into whatever their final regulation is going to be.
Yeah. And the comment is from anybody, or is it specific?
Comment can be from anybody, from the general public. Yeah.
Oh.
It's often from interested parties, law firms, organizations, those kinds of things.
Okay. And so and they're commenting on the new rule on how this could affect them or the businesses or the country, whatever they.
Yeah, so my university's commenting on, hey, this is going to hurt our ability to hire H1Bs because we don't pay salaries like Google does.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. And so if that gets approved, then basically the lottery selection just gets canceled out.
So what happens is as the comments become that they received and they're they're reviewed, and then they're going to be quote unquote incorporated into the rule. I doubt they're going to incorporate any of the comments. I think they know exactly what they want to do. They're just going through this for the formality of the process, right? Then they'll publish the final regulations. Okay. And that's when they become effective. Let's say the rules are effective as of this date. Obviously, they're trying to make them effective by the next year's lottery. That's what their plan is. Okay. So what might happen after that is we'll take a look at what they've done and see, are they going beyond their powers? First of all, what does the rule say? We don't even know what the rule says. We don't know what kind of wages are considered high, what's not considered high. We have to wait until the rules are published, right? Until we know. Then we'll have to say, like, okay, have they gone beyond their rulemaking powers, right? In what they're doing, which will almost certainly happen. There will almost certainly be a lawsuit challenging their ability to change the lottery in this way. And then the judge might say, well, okay, well, until we figure this out, we're stopping the process and we're not making the rule effective until we have a decision on whether or not this was legal or not. So that's what we have in store for us over the next, 6 months or so. Yeah.
Is it different this time because now both the parties are in control of House and
No,
Senate?
it has less to do with that. Remember, we're not, so the parties in control, we're talking about, the parties are in control of the executive branch, right? They're also in control of the legislative branch, and many would argue they're also in control of the courts. But this is all the executive branch. This is just one branch of government acting here. Okay, this is the president. Yeah.
Wow. How likely do you think this will actually happen?
It really depends on what the rule says, CD, and we don't know until they actually kind of release it and give us notice on it and allow us to make comments on it. That's when we're going to get all the legal pundits and the experts and me and a lot of my really smart colleagues kind of evaluating kind of whether or not this is actually going to happen or not. So it's a little too early to say.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
And so far we don't know anything other than they want to remove the lottery, approve the H1Bs for level 4 wages. Is that kind of the
generally, right? What they want to do is they want to create a system where they're giving first come, first serve H1Bs to the highest salaries. Whatever that means. Like level 4 is kind of the term we're using, but that's basically the highest salaries, right?
Yeah.
Because level 4 is just a benchmark.
Yeah.
There's going to be salaries that are going to be higher than that. Right. So what we're saying are only the companies that pay the top salaries are going to get H1Bs. Well, from a certain perspective, that's great. But on the other hand, that does not accurately reflect what is good for this country. What are startups going to do? Startups don't pay high salaries. We need startups.
Yeah. And what about cap exempt?
What about universities? We don't want any H1B researchers. What's going on here? So there's a reason why we have prevailing wages. There's a reason why things aren't black and white, right? And so let's see what's going to happen.
Yeah. And as your dog starts barking.
Yeah, it's a pretty active time in the Kedekar household right now. A little afternoon.
Yeah.
Lots of comings and goings.
Right. Yes. Awesome. Again, thank you, Samir, for doing this and updating. I know we're going to meet every Wednesday, 1 p.m. So California time. So we'll keep updating. I know there's more coming on NTAs as well. So we'll discuss that as well. But again, thank you so much for your time and helping the community.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, Yudi.
All right. Hey, by the way, if you ever need immigration help, whether it is your consultation for a specific situation or filing an H1B visa because your company doesn't know how to do it, or you are filing for your own company, O1 or EB1A, Samir and his team is amazing. I know this because some of our subscribers have already reached out to them, gotten help from them. So I know they have given good feedback to me. So I know Samir and his team will help you as well. Link will be in the description. He's super kind as well that he wants to provide discount if anybody uses my code UDJ. Again, links are in the description and the details are description. You definitely want to use immigration attorney for special and complicated situations. Of course, the free sessions and the free videos are always available, but in specific situation when you need extra help, make sure that you do consultations or anything that you need immigration lawyers with. Link will be in the description.